Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Stallings. You know me here on YouTube as MarauderX, and as always I'm your host for Operation Recap, where I take some of the stories from Rainfall.com and I share them here on YouTube because I have an official title, something like content manager for YouTube. I don't know. I just put vidges up. That's my job. That's what I do. Starting off, I've got 3 stories this week as per usual, so let's just not, waste time. Let's just skip the pleasantries and just jump right into the news. First off, Sony president admits PS4 has a weak lineup. My coworker added the secondary tagline to this of, in other news, the sun is hot and Ebola is bad. It really doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that yes, there's a lacking amount of first-party titles on the PS4. However, they did say in the same statement that they are, and I quote, "Our first-party lineup has been a little sparse this year," which was followed by a statement that they hope to emphasize third-party support even more. So they're hoping for more third-party support, which third-party support is great if you get exclusives. If you get the same stuff that everyone else is getting, that's not as enticing to buy your console. You need to have something that makes your console appealing that other consoles don't have. Typically, that's first-party support. Just saying. If you can get some third-party exclusives, still good. Still good. So, all in all, the message from Mr. Andrew House, the Sony president, stated that it was a positive speech, stating that PS4 sales were good overall, and growth of PS4 membership, calling 2015 the beginning of a harvest period. Sounds a little ominous, but I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to judge. No. Second story of the week, and this one's just one that I can't even wrap my head around. I don't understand. Game UK sent out an email stating, "We regret to inform you that the lorry transporting the Splatoon stock from Nintendo's European warehouse to Game UK has been stolen. Included in this delivery was our allocation of Splatoon plus Squid Inkling Amiibo. As a result, we are unable to honor your original pre-order due for delivery on..." Yeah. Their stuff was stolen. Someone stole Splatoon. Let that sink in for just a second, because I still can't. I can't get my head around it. All in all, Game UK was doing their best to either reallocate other titles if you wanted a regular version of Splatoon and whatever other amiibos they had in stock. They were doing their best to work with customers, so props to them for it, given that this was a ridiculously terrible situation that no one could foresee. Really. I just cannot comprehend this for the life of me. Like, who steals Splatoon? Really? This is the world we live in. I'm a little depressed by this, like, honestly. So, yeah. And third story and final story for this week, we got another topic about Bloodstained. I don't know if I've talked about this or not, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So if I haven't, we are now. So Bloodstained is Koji Igarashi's return to the Castlevania Metroidvania game, now being dubbed an Igavania, because you can't use Castle or Metroid because it's kind of done by other people. But it's looking to be a fantastic project. He had this Kickstarter set up, originally looking for $500,000. Last I checked, it is at 2.8. And the whole thing about this now is they finally unveiled one of the stretch goals for the 3 million stretch goal is that it will be available on the Wii U. Really impressive that they're actually going to do this, considering at the very start of the project they said they really wanted to go, balls to the wall with this. They wanted to make the best game they could using the Unity engine, which Unity, not exactly a engine that plays nice on the Wii U, so they wanted to focus all of their effort on making that great game, and then if they had the ability later on to port it, well, they've made so much money on it, they went ahead and just made it a stretch goal. And they brought in another company to handle the port as it's being worked on. It's going to be done by Armature Studios. They did Borderlands: The Handsome Collection and the Vita version of Metal Gear Solid HD. So they are really good at doing ports. That's their shtick. They're good at it. And looking at their bios and resumes, I could not think of a better company to put a port in their hands. So here's hoping, if you were one of the Wii U fans that were a little disappointed that it was not coming out on the Wii U originally, now would be a good time to back it and, you know, try to kick it up to that 3 million mark. There is another stretch goal for 3.25 million. I'm not entirely sure it's going to reach that one before the end, but you never know. These Kickstarter things typically can explode at the last minute. It's hard to say. So, yeah, like I said, if you were a Wii U fan, really disappointed that it's not coming out. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. You just got to get there. So, that's really all of the stories for this week. I'm going to go and wait until next week, because every week we're just inching closer and closer and closer to E3, which means me and my coworkers are getting closer and closer and closer to insanity. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I'm a little punchy. So, I'm going to go, and I will catch you guys next week with another recap. So till then, later everyone.